it's Mac, Dr. Maguire. You asked for a visit.
I never did. I never asked for no visit.
You called the surgery.
No, I never asked. Who are you?
Dr. Mac... Look, Annie, put on the chain, open the door, and then you can see who it is.
Oh, it is you.
Yes, it is me. You gonna let me in?
I never asked for a visit. There's no point in you coming. You must have a lot of sick people to look after.
Caroline running late, you see?
Just a bit. It's Mrs. Gupta and her funny nose.
How's the experiment going?
Hey?
With the plants, seeing how long they can survive without water.
Oh, sorry, Kate. I keep forgetting.
This is meant to be a doctor's surgery. It doesn't exactly encourage the patients if the foliage looks weaker than they are.
All right, point taken.
Why doesn't he sit down?
I don't like to ask.
No, she insists she didn't call anybody. Anyway, I'll be back for the baby clinic shortly. All right, I'll just grab a sandwich. Yeah, okay. Bye, love. Let go of you! Just let go of you! There is nothing worth stealing.
Nothing worth stealing, eh?
That's no good to you.
No.
You lucky cow. I know.
What's this?
You know my cousin?
Butcher.
Oh, no, not Kev. You go out with him in a million years. No, it's Jeff, the fireman. Anyway, he's got tickets to the Lord Mayor's spring ball. And his girlfriend's got flu, so he's taking me.
Well, congratulations.
So, what you gonna wear?
Well, your glands aren't up. Open wide. No, that's fine. I think it's just a virus, Mrs. Temple. Nothing to worry about. She was 103 this morning. Don't worry about that. Couple of paracetamol, plenty of fluids, and a few days off school. That should do the trick. In sixth form now, aren't you?
English, French and history.
Oh, that sounds hard. Bring her back to see me if she's not better in a few days.
I'm fine, Mum. I just want to go back to bed.
Best place for you.
If you're sure.
Goodbye, Mrs. Temple.
It should be long and formal for a spring ball.
But I haven't got anything like that.
Perhaps you could borrow something from your mum.
Ruth, talk about lamb dressed as mutton.
What? You want to get yourself a cocktail dress? Show off a bit of flesh.
Sounds lovely to me.
Not at a formal dinner dance.
Oh, those things can be so dull. There's nothing like a plunging neckline to liven up the evening.
Haven't you got a patient?
So a cocktail dress. I'll take you shopping.
I hate those things. I never know which fork to use first.
Joe, I need some help at reception.
How many forks do you need?
You won't get away with this. Penny? Yep, I know who you are.
So carefully.
Look, what do you think your grand's going to think when she knows you used her to get me out here? It was you who telephoned, wasn't it?
What do I care?
Well, I don't think you care about anything very much. Apart from yourself.
Shut up.
Or what? You do me in?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're quite capable. I mean, I'm just an unfit, weak old man. You're a fit, young junkie.
Shut up.
These prescriptions are all marked. They're numbered. Anyway, I'll just cancel them. You won't be able to exchange them. They're useless.
Sit down! No!
Yeah, okay. Been a while, isn't it?
What?
Since your last hit.
Shut up.
I can't help you, you know?
Shut up!
If you want me to.
Please,
I need to see a doctor. My baby's not well.
Surgery's finished for this morning, but I can make you an appointment for later, say 4:30.
No, this is urgent. I'm sure he's got food poisoning.
He looks all right to me.
Are you a doctor? I tell you, he's got food poisoning.
Right, OK, well, I'll ask the nurse to come and have a look.
Oh, yes, please. Look, I'm sorry. I'm just so worried.
That's all right, I understand. It's best to be sure. Take a seat for a minute and I'll let the nurse know you're here.
Can I help?
Oh, sorry, Ruth. I didn't realise you had someone with you.
It's okay, we just finished. Bye, Mrs. Havisham. It's the second case of pies I've had this morning. So did you want me?
Oh, yeah. Have you got time to see a patient? It's a mother a bit worried about her baby.
What now? Thought I'd finished for the morning.
Sorry. She thinks he's got food poisoning.
Oh, well, you better wheel him in then. Joe? You do know that's plastic, don't you?
What? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing today.
That spring ball's got you flustered.
Tell me about it. Kate's promised to give me a lesson in knives and forks.
I've got patients expecting me. I'm due back in the surgery 20 minutes ago. They're not going to wait much longer before...
Before what?
They know that I visited your gran, and they know what time I left because I telephoned. Everybody knows this estate isn't the safest of places, so when I don't answer my mobile, they're going to call the police. You are in big trouble, either with the police or your addiction. If you don't score, or get some treatment.
Shut up!
A conversationalist you ain't.
Shut up and sign the prescription.
No.
So, OK, I'm working from the outside in.
Good.
Unless it's the pudding.
Dessert.
When it's up there. Why have I got 3 mugs?
White wine, red wine, and water. Of course, there might be champagne and liqueur, so you'll just have to play that by ear.
Right.
Got that?
I think so.
Good. Can we get back to work now?
Oh, thanks, Kate. I wouldn't have been able to concentrate.
I know. It's terrible the way these things play on your mind.
So, Joe, quick step or foxtrot?
What?
Oh, great. Thanks, Rana.
You're a cheerful chappy, aren't you? What makes you think he's got food poisoning?
He went on the potty this morning and his, was bright green.
Green?
Yes, I brought some along just in case you needed to get it analysed.
And then Rana starts going on about a foxtrot.
Oh, calm down.
What's a foxtrot when it's at home?
He's just trying to wind you up.
Well, he's done a bloody good job.
Language. Has anyone heard from Mac?
Really, it's not a problem. No one does a foxtrot anymore.
Look, I hate to interrupt your latest personal crisis, but have either of you heard from Mac this morning?
No.
Do it yourself, Kate.
Foxtrot?
Come on. Come on, Mac, where are you?
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, ow! Sorry. Just thinking 3s, okay? Okay, 3s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, oh, it's no good. I'm never going to get the hang of this.
Just don't get up for the waltz.
But I can't do the other dances either, and you said that this one was the easiest.
For goodness sake, Joe, it's just a matter of confidence. If you insist on seeing this evening as a disaster, it probably will be. Now catch yourself on. Nice work.
I'm sorry to grab you just as you're trying to get out for your visits, Rana. It's just that I'm baffled.
And the child as well.
I can't understand it. He's thriving.
But the stool is green.
Bright green.
How bright?
Fluorescent?
Nice.
Are you busy this afternoon, Caroline?
Yep.
It's just that I need somebody to cover the baby clinic.
Matt was going to do it.
He's not here. I've been trying to call him on his mobile, but he's not answering.
What about my visits? I hate babies. Mac is a dead man.
Don't worry. I'll make sure he gets a long, slow and painful end.
Give me your wallet.
Said I could help.
Just give it to me!
Help yourself. This job, Denny, not all it's cracked up to be. My worth at the moment is that fiver and this 3-year-old M&S suit. Not going to impress the dealers much, is it?
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him. What did he eat yesterday?
His usual breakfast, cereal, toast, a boiled egg for lunch, and then he was out for his tea.
Out? Where?
At a birthday party.
Was there a birthday tea at this party? With lots of nice things like birthday cake?
It was a football cake.
Wow! With a football pitch, players, goalposts, everything. Did you have any of this cake?
I don't like football, so gave it to Lewis.
So Lewis had 2 pieces of cake with lots of icing. Bright green icing. I don't think we need worry. Some of these food colourings they use are safe enough because they pass straight through the body. As in this case, clean through the middle like a David Beckham pass.
It's a bit early for the football talk.
Oh, you're never too young to talk football, drink football, live football.
As long as you don't eat football.
Right.
Helen, it's Jacinta Temple. She was in this morning. Caroline saw her, but they're back.
What's wrong with her?
Oh, Caroline diagnosed a virus, but her mother says she's much worse. She's got very high temperature, uncontrollable shivering. Caroline's tied up with the baby clinic. Can you see her?
Right, go and walk about, is it?
Something like that. What about you, Rana? And there's Mrs. Fosdyke and her constipation.
I'll take Jacinta Temple.
No, Helen, wait. I've just seen the bowel problem and I saw Mrs. Fosdyke last week too. No, it's your turn.
Seems to me you've got 2 choices. Either you clear off and mug some other poor innocent sucker, or you nick a television or a video. Either way, it's a risk. And it seems to me you're not very good at that sort of thing. There you go again with that witty repartee. Or you could let me help you. You could come back to the surgery and I'll give you something to stop you feeling so lousy. Oh, come on. You're a bright lad. Look, you know this isn't going to get you anywhere.
What would you know?
I know you're feeling terrible. I know you've probably got a pain in your chest or your stomach. Head's throbbing, is it? Arms and legs? I'd say your whole body's giving you a jip. I know you'll feel much worse the longer we stay here. I know if we do stay here, the police will come. Eventually. And I know you'll end up in a cell.
That's quite a temperature. It's up and down all the time, but getting worse. 104 last time I checked. I've given her some paracetamol.
Nice turn. Where did you get that this time of year?
Kenya. We only got back last week. Thought we'd try and get a break in before Jacinta got too tied up with exams.
Kenya, that's nice. Coastal safari.
Both.
What malaria tablets are you taking?
Can't remember the name. They were the ones your nurse recommended. 1 a week. I'll get the box.
No, it's all right. I know the ones there must be. And you're still taking them, right?
Religiously, for 4 weeks after we come back, your nurse said. I mean, we wouldn't want to get malaria, would we?
No, we wouldn't, would we?
Is it possible to catch it even if you do take the tablets?
It's not impossible. Maybe we should take a blood test just to be on the safe side.
Can you do that here?
Best to go to the hospital. It'll be quicker. Can you take her?
I don't want to go.
There's no need to be frightened, love. I'll be with you.
I'm not going.
It's because she's not well.
Will you stop treating me like a child? I'm 16.
Perhaps I could have a word with Jacinta on her own.
Please, Mum.
Jeff, it's me. Hi. Look, it's about this ball on Saturday. I just don't think I can make it.
Look, you don't have much longer. Body's almost gone. Next, it'll be your mind. Bad things, Denny. Things you really won't want to confront, believe me. It is not going to be pleasant. For your own sake, son, come with me. I'll take you back to the surgery. I'll sort you out. And we'll forget this ever happened. What do you say? Liquid methadone, someone, as quick as you can. All right, then, easy. Easy, come on. Easy. Attaboy, attaboy. It won't be long now. That's it.
What's going on out there?
Oh, Mac just brought in a young lad. He looked very poorly.
Waste of time if you didn't. What are you doing?
I'm trying to perk him up a bit. He's gone all crusty.
Best treatment for plants. Conversation.
Hey?
Seriously, it's the carbon dioxide. As you talk to them, you breathe out CO2. They use it to photosynthesize.
And that's good, is it?
Of course.
Huh? Thanks, Ron. I'll give it a try. Hello there. That was Dr. Mystery.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, thanks.
We've given you 10 milligrams of liquid methadone. It's the minimum, but it should last you through the day.
The rehab unit can do 10 o'clock in the morning.
Great. Is that okay, Danny?
Sure.
They need an address before they can take him on. A home address for Denny.
Yeah, but I haven't got one.
What, you're not living with your mum?
Not for nearly a year, no.
So where are you staying?
Here and now.
They're holding on, Mac.
Give me his grand's address, and I'll clear it with her later. All right, Danny?
Yeah, whatever.
Good. 10 a.m. tomorrow. Have you been living rough?
Sometimes. I kip with mates mostly and squats around town.
Yeah, right. Well, during your rehab, do you promise me you'll stay with your gran?
Well, if she'll have me, yeah.
She will. I'll sort it.
Doctor, I just wanted
It's
to...
all part of the service.
Stress at work. She's supposed to stress at work on Wednesday.
Joe, Ruth says you're not going on Saturday.
No, it's fine. I think I'll cope.
Well done. Didn't I tell you? A little bit of confidence and you can do anything.
Yeah, thanks.
Come on, spill. Ruth says you're in a right old state.
Well, I was going to cancel, but I spoke to Jeff and it's all right.
What do you mean?
Something about budget cuts. The mayor's only having a buffet and a jazz band.
Nice one.
Don't tell Kate.
Have you been taking the pills? Is that because they tasted bad or made you feel sick?
No.
Why not then?
If I tell you, do you have to tell Mum?
No. Not if you don't want me to.
It'll harm the baby. That's what the nurse said when she gave us the pills. Not to be taken in pregnancy.
I see. How many weeks?
12 about. Don't tell me I might be mistaken because I've done a test.
And you haven't told your mother?
No, and you mustn't either. She'll go mental.
Well, you're right. The pills could harm the baby, but malaria will too.
You think I've got malaria?
Maybe. We'll have to confirm it and get you treated as quickly as possible. For your sake and the baby's. And I think you should tell your mother.
I can't.
She's going to find out sooner or later.
I know.
Two visits in one day, Doctor. The neighbours will start talking.
I don't mind if you don't.
Sugar?
No, thanks. So, we're all agreed then?
Yes.
Danny? Are you holding up okay?
Sure.
Look, I'll come back this evening. Maybe bring another 10 mil, see you through the night, okay?
Thanks, Doctor.
He's not a bad lad at heart, you know, Doctor. I think he's got a lot of his father's genes. A bit wild, he was. But don't worry. I'll keep my eye on him.
You've always been so sensible.
It wasn't planned.
Who's the father? Well?
He doesn't want to know.
Oh, Jacinta, what are we going to do, love?
I'm not having an abortion, Mum, if that's what you're thinking.
You're only 16, love. It'll ruin your life.
I'm not getting rid of it. I want it, Mum.
I just don't want her to make the same mistake I did.
So I'm a mistake now, am I?
That's not what I meant. I wouldn't change a thing, love, but...
Look, first things first. We need to get Jacinta to the hospital for tests as soon as possible. I'll make a call and we'll talk about this after, okay?
You should have let me know what was going on. I had to organise Caroline to do your clinic and Helen and Rana to do your visits.
I lost the mobile, right? I couldn't call.
So worried about you.
There was no reason for you to be.
You let me down, Mac, and you let the others down. And for what? Another worthless specimen.
I take it you are referring to the patient.
He's a layabout, Mac. You could have been hurt.
Maybe. He didn't mean any harm.
He didn't know what he meant. He's a junkie. They only care about one thing. I'm calling the police.
No, that's not the way.
He kidnapped you, Mac. You could have been hurt.
Kate, you are wrong. What happened today was a cry for help. I cannot ignore that. Denny is not a no-hoper. He's a bright lad. We just had to make him realise that.
All organised. If you take Jacinta straight to the isolation unit, they're expecting you.
Will I be all right? The baby?
I don't know, but as you're past the first trimester, things are in your favour.
What are we doing?
To check on Denny and his gran. See everything's okay?
I'm going to miss EastEnders.
2 minutes.
Is Matt going to make a habit of leaving us to do his work? It's not that I mind doing extra.
God forbid. Really?
What do you mean?
Jacinta Temple. You saw her this morning. I had a visit this afternoon. She's seriously ill.
What are you talking about? It's a simple virus. Overprotective mother, if you ask me.
She's got malaria. She's just got back from Kenya. That's why she's got such a good tan.
Well, you'd have thought she'd have mentioned she'd been away.
Didn't she take malaria pills?
No. She was worried she'd harmed the baby.
She's pregnant.
We've all missed things, Caroline. But this young girl could die because you sent her away with a couple of paracetamol and a pat on the back.
Well, what else am I supposed to do? I don't have a crystal ball.
Well, I didn't need one. I just asked.
Annie! Annie, can you hear me?
My leg.
Don't move. Kate! Get an ambulance!
Why do I feel like head girls just slap my wrists?
Makes a change from me.
OK, I made a mistake, which no doubt never happens to our resident Mary Poppins.
Well, you weren't to know. You don't have all the facts.
So how come Super Doc did?
Maybe she just had a bit more time. Look, Caroline, we've both been here before, haven't we?
Are you saying I rush my patients? That I'm not thorough? I try to be effective with my time, not play Claire Bloody Rayner.
OK, calm down. I'm just saying you've both got different ways of working, that's all.
Yeah, Helen diagnoses the problem and I miss it. Well, thanks, Ronnie. You've just made me feel a whole lot better.
Doctor? I was hoping I'd catch you. I thought you'd want to know Jacinta's doing a lot better.
Good, good.
but she miscarried just after she arrived in hospital.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's for the best. She was too young.
In many ways, she's a very mature young lady.
Yes, she is, isn't she? A young woman. I never really had much chance to be with her when she was small. My job was always more important. But now, well.
It's not too late.
No, it's not too late.
So from now on, I'm going to make sure we have a chat every day. I'm going to keep my eye on you to make sure you don't dry out again. I've consulted Dr. Mystery and he's given me some tips, so we'll soon have you looking as right as rain. I wonder if I should give you a name.
Joe?
Oh, hi.
You feeling all right?
Fine.
Touch of the Prince Charles.
Hmm?
Talking to a plant? As in Prince Charles?
Sorry, Ruth, I'm not with you.
Never mind.
Charles, that's what I'll call you. Do you like the sound of that?
It's not your fault, Mac. You couldn't know he'd do that.
No. I should have listened to you, Kate. I should never have put that old lady at risk.
You did it for the right reasons.
So what? Denny's put his own grandmother in hospital.
He didn't mean to hurt her. What are you doing?
What I should have done earlier. Police, please.